Gareth Southgate could be forced to turn to a bunch of curveball players to help fill the gaps in England's injury-ravaged squad ahead of the looming World Cup. A number of curveball players could be included in Gareth Southgate's England's injury-riddled squad for the World Cup to fill in the gaps. Southgate's been handed a major blow following the omission of Reece James and Ben Chilwell, who will miss the tournament due to injury. James had been desperately trying to make the competition, but admitted that he won't recover in time to make the cut. Reece's defensive counterpart Kyle Walker is also a doubt despite declaring himself fit for the Qatar spectacle. And the jury is still out on Calvin Phillips, who just returned from a spell on the sidelines. But Southgate's got a huge pool of forgotten talent to delve into to solve England's injury woes, ranging from Brentford defender Rico Henry to Rangers ace James Tavernier. And the Three Lions head coach has already shown he's willing to take a risk by reportedly adding versatile veteran Ashley Young to his provisional 55-man squad that will be cut down to 26 on Thursday. Fans were bewildered by the inclusion of 37-year-old Young, who hasn't played for the Three Lions since the last World Cup. And here, the Daily Star take a look at what other rogue players may get a shock call-up from Southgate. Just like Young, Brighton striker Danny Welbeck also hasn't featured for England since 2018. The 31-year-old's got 42 caps to his name and has bagged 16 goals for the Three Lions, but has slid into obscurity after promising spells with Arsenal and Manchester United. However, the Brighton striker was included in Southgate's provisional squad despite drawing a blank for the Seagulls in the Premier League this season, so far. Although Southgate may be able to draw on Welbeck's experience of starring in 2 World Cups and European Championships since making his international debut in 2011. Welbeck's Brighton teammate Lewis Dunk could be in line for a call-up to Southgate's squad. He was plucked from the wilderness for a spot in England's short-term collective too. Dunk's international experience is limited, and he's only got 1 cap to his name that was earned in 2018 against England's World Cup group opponents USA. But the 30-year-old's robustness that's helped hoist Brighton into 6th in the Premier League could come in handy for Southgate in the absence of Chilwell. Southgate may turn to Italy and call on the help of Chris Smalling to marshal his defence in Qatar. Southgate axed Smalling from his squad in 2017, in favour of Harry Maguire and John Stones. But neither of the above have secured a spot in England's team with their subpar performances this season, while 32-year-old Smalling's been revitalised under Jose Mourinho at Roma. Newcastle defender Dan Burn is another star who can ease Southgate's woes. The 30-year-old provides flexibility for England as he can play as a centre, or left-back. And in the absence of James, and possibly Walker, Burns is more than capable of slotting in on the flank. The 6'6" giant is also dangerous from set pieces, which can make England even more dangerous from dead ball situations. Rangers veteran James Tavernier has never had the privilege to represent his country, and his chances of doing so were looking slim before the injuries to Walker and James. However, Southgate might be having second thoughts following Tavernier's role in Rangers' disastrous Champions League campaign that saw them concede the most goals in the competition's history. If Tavernier is included, he'd be the only English player from the Scottish side to feature in the England squad. Brentford's unsung hero Rico Henry hardly gets a mention when discussing England's defenders. But the left-back could be the surprise package of Southgate's World Cup squad. The 25-year-old's chipped in with 1 assist in 14 games for Brentford this season, and has rarely let Bees boss Thomas Frank down thus far. Henry's arguably been more productive than his Man United left-sided counterpart Luke Shaw this season. And with Southgate set to do some tinkering with his full-backs in Qatar, Henry's presence in the squad could come in handy. But if Southgate's not keen on any of the aforementioned bunch, he can also call on Man United right-back Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's yet to make his senior debut, or Tottenham's attacking full-back, Ryan Sessegnon. However, England regular Trent Alexander-Arnold is the likely candidate to fill James or Walker's boots, although his indifferent form could see Southgate turn to Newcastle ace Kieran Trippier instead. Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when we post newest videos. Thank you and goodbye.